Shalom. First and foremost, we give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Yahweh. The honor to the elders and apostles and those called who we will. Peace, love, and salutations to the whole elect. This is your brother Dawud from the Involuntary and Gleeful, South Carolina. Coming back with another video of sincerity and in truth, the Lord willing to get a find. And got some breaking news. All right. Multiple sources confirmed that Nero 47 uh, said that no SNAP benefits will go out until the government reopens. Right? And why that is a conflict of interest, so to speak, is just yesterday there was two judges that passed bill or passed, I guess, order, a lawful order to release the like there's some emergency contingency money for SNAP specifically, all right, for a situation like this. So instead of people not getting any benefits, they will receive, a portion of the SNAP benefits. I'm not sure how they're going to break it down. Either way, Trump came out today and basically said on Truth Social that it's not fucking happening. Okay, he said there are no fucking SNAP benefits going out until the government reopens. Now, ironically enough, today as well, I think this is the 14th time the government has failed to reopen since the shutdown, which means they can't come to an agreement, which means you people still won't get your SNAP benefits. All right, and we understand now the numbers have come out that there's more Edomites that are on SNAP benefits than than Keyshawn. However, it's hey, they about to knock out two birds in one stone, man. Right? This shows a couple things. One, they done basically nourishing the BW. She's done her job in destroying the community, and now he's withdrawing those benefits. But also to the poor of his people, he's trying to purge their ass out too. Like the scripture say, he that is evil unto himself, to whom shall he do good? He knows the numbers. He knows there's Edomites that are on these SNAP benefits, veterans and stuff that might need it, and he don't give a fuck. They're crashing this whole thing because they're switching over to a digital system, man. They're coming down with a great wrath. And I have it right here. This is Revelation chapter 12 and verse 12. Therefore rejoice in the heavens and ye that dwell in them. Woe, meaning destruction to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. They're moving like they know that their time is short, man. And I got a couple TikToks on the play. And, just wanted to bring out this news because, hey, that squeeze is going to continue to be felt. Right? Hey, we said that these perilous times were coming through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Yahushua told us to look out for these things. Famines, earthquakes in diverse places, wars, rumors of wars, uproars of the people in the world. All these things that we were told to look out for are coming to pass. And now we're seeing they're about to use famine as a great convincer to get you people to submit to a new system that they're bringing about because that's what it's all about. They're moving away from this fiat system and moving into a digital system, and they're eventually going to put that seed up in you people, man. All right, but they're taking away all the little goodies, and then they'll repackage it and give it back to you, and people are going to flock to it. All right, but we're going to see how far these people, these damn elites, starve you, goyim, because that's what they like to call you, goyim. How long they starve you people out, man, before you go butt crazy. We in the times of Second Ezra 15, Second Ezra 16, going into the famines, those perishing of famine. The scripture says there's going to be many people that dwell upon the earth that shall perish of famine. Man. You know, there's major death already going down in major places of the world. Sudan, you got a lot of killing going on over there. All right, you got different skirmishes and stuff going on. You got America trying to go to war with damn near everybody. With all their ops, so to speak. So things are happening, man. Things are moving, and people can feel that uneasiness in the air, especially when this is supposed to be a time for family and for the holiday. The holiday season is something that has carried the morale of you damn people for decades, and we've been waiting to the spirit of power for the Lord to bring that in, man. Bring that to an end, and we see that He's doing it. All right, it's looking like you damn people won't have any SNAP benefits to get your fucking turkeys and shit this year, man. Good. If this continues on, people already can't afford groceries and shit. People already are, even if you aren't on SNAP benefits. The average person is they're making a lot of money, but their money isn't able to afford them any breathing room. All their money goes straight to bills. All right, this system has been systematically set up for you to fail. Whether you're on a low income, whether you're middle class, they're breaking all of that shit down, man. All right, and the Lord is using this nigga Trump to do it. Let's prove that real quick. Proverbs chapter 21 and verse 1, it says, "The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord, as the rivers of water. He turneth it whithersoever he will." So who's the king right now? This nigga Trump, man. Nero 47. Okay, and again, I'm gonna show you. Hey, from that to the immigration, he got on 60 Minutes the other night, and the lady was asking him questions and stuff, and man, people are starting to see that he don't care about, the average person, man. All right, on Halloween, so-called Halloween, while the damn SNAP benefits were about to get taken away on November 1st, he was throwing a lavish party on his Mar-a-Lago estate, man, a Great Gatsby type party. So that should tell you everything about, his care for the American people. Because that's what he ran on. See, he told you people a fucking dream, that he was going to put America first. Nah, man, that's clearly not the case. Right? He's getting his back. He's setting his family up, and he don't give a fuck about you people, man. So let's get into this.
More recently, Americans have been watching videos of ICE tackling a young mother, tear gas being used in a Chicago residential neighborhood, and the smashing of car windows. Have some of these raids gone too far?
No, I think they haven't gone far enough because we've been held back by the judges.
And Salakia, my headphones might have been connected to the phone, so it might be muffled. All right, it should be good now, Lord willing. The same thing happened to me yesterday. I did a whole video, but the whole sound was muffled. But Salakia, if that's the case, I'm gonna have to go in afterward and see. But nonetheless, brought out Revelation 12 and 12. Brought out Proverbs the 21st chapter. Because the Lord is moving this devil, to fulfill his will.
More recently, Americans have been watching videos of ICE tackling a young mother, tear gas being used in a Chicago residential neighborhood, and the smashing of car windows. Have some of these raids gone too far?
No, I think they haven't gone far enough because we've been...
Ooh, Trump said he said they haven't gone far enough. All right, when it comes to they snatching up these Northern Kingdom women, pulling them out their cars, the children are screaming, "Mama, Papa." He said they haven't gone far enough. Listen to what he says, man. This is the cruel Lord and the fierce king.
Held back by the judges, by the liberal judges that were put in by Biden and by Obama.
You're okay with those tactics?
Yeah, because you have to get the people out. You have to look at the people.
He said he okay with it because you got to get the people out. Listen to what he be fumbling. He be mumbling and shit. But listen to what he's saying. He's telling you the truth, man. He's telling you exactly how he feels.
Many of them are murderers. Many of them are people that were thrown out of their countries because they were, criminals.
Well, you promised in your campaign.
And that's not the case. They came to America to try to, create a better life because the situation in their country was so fucked up. See, America was the land of opportunity for so long. All right. And now, Esau's trying to make that shit for them again. They're not trying to make it for everybody. They want to be able to benefit. As long as you're on the bottom, as long as you're working to set up the system for them to continue to make money, then they're okay with you being here. All right, but it ain't for you to make something of yourself here. They're in that mindset of when they say make America great again, they want to make America white again, man. They want it to be ran by Edomites for Edomites.
That you were going to deport the worst of the worst, violent criminals, rapists.
Well, that's what we're
but
doing.
A lot of the people that your administration has arrested and deported aren't violent criminals. Landscapers, nannies, construction workers,
landscapers
farm
who are criminals.
workers.
Yeah. No, look.
The family of
I
U.S.
need
service members.
landscapers and I need farmers more than anybody. Okay.
More recently, American.
And she was asking the tough questions. And once again, he really don't give a fuck, man.
Safe.
That point, they is not playing straps and they
Meanwhile, on the other hand, right here, You got a corner of the so-called black community, that are trying to take matters into their own hands concerning this whole shutdown and the SNAP benefits being gone. And this just shows you nigga culture here. Here it is, they got guns because Trump didn't send the government been shut down, so they didn't get their SNAP benefits. So how the hell you can't afford money for food, but you got guns? Now, part of that, we know that the government has planted guns within, our communities and whatnot, but, this is their plan. This is their master plan. You playing right in the Esau trap card, man. Esau wants y'all niggas to bring some guns out there and get carnal so they can mow you down. The average nigga ain't got real combat training. Just because you have a gun don't mean you know how to fucking use it. This is Esau's blessing. He would rather you have his blessing than have these scriptures, have the Rakakwadash dealing with you, because he can't do anything against us. When you get carnal, when you stoop down to his carnality, he can deal with you. And the Lord isn't going to cover you. All right, the weapons of our warfare are not carnal. We're prophesying, we're bringing out these scriptures, we're bringing out the prophecies, we're exposing this devil by the spirit of the Lord's mouth, man. And that's what's bringing them down, not going to no damn Walmart with some guns, man.
Ready, checkpoint, and you will be stopped and roll your window down.
We got one coming up.
All right, bye-bye. See ya.
All right, so things like looting grocery stores, that's to be expected. That's already started. In fact, most of these big grocery stores have already announced they're trying to beef up their security, trying to prepare for exactly this happening. But that's not the real safety concern for you and your family, all right? These are things you need to think about. It's one thing for these people to be looting and robbing grocery stores. It's another thing for them to be waiting for you in the parking lot. So it's one thing for them to take the risk to actually go in these stores, fill up a cart, take it all out, be caught on camera. It's another thing for the ones who are a little bit more intelligent to just wait for people who have huge...
And I remember Elder Malcolm would speak on this a lot. When you have these food insecurities, and what you're going to hear him mention, he's going to, hey, this is a time where it's about to get real dangerous out here. All right, because even if you're not directly affected by not, because you don't receive food stamps, hell, you go into these grocery stores, these people are going to start lurking out to start stealing and robbing from those that have. They might not go in the stores and loot it directly. They'll wait for you to come out. And you got women that didn't need no man. You got women that are going, without their husband, loading up their damn cart, headphones in, no discernment, and they get clocked upside the head and get their groceries taken, man. These are the times that we're in, man.
Huge grocery carts going out to their own car and robbing you at your actual car, right? Lowering the risk for them, increasing the danger to you. And they will be looking for soft targets. So a little bit of advice out there, all right? Men, your family.
Like the scriptures say, because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. All right, when starvation starts to set in, and it really starts to set in, because right now food is still available. But when the Lord fully makes these storehouses empty and stuff like that, man, it's going to be every man for themselves out here. All right, that sense of family, camaraderie, and all that shit is going to be out the window.
Your wife, your kids, I would highly suggest, until this thing gets figured out, you do not let your wife go to the grocery store by herself, pack a grocery cart full.
Exactly, because a woman is about to learn the hard way that she needs the protection of a man. All right, even if you're outnumbered, all right, when you're by yourself as a woman, you are a fucking target, okay? And for some reason, women want to argue that shit. All right, because what happens if the police aren't being called anymore? They're not responding anymore. It's just facts. When a woman has a man with her, people are less inclined to fuck with her. Now there are situations where the man could get jumped or whatever, shit like that. But that does happen. But here's the thing. It's a security, thing, so to speak. If a group of guys would see a man and he don't look like no bitch, and he got his woman with him, she ain't really as big of a target. But when a woman out here just a solo dolo, which a lot of these women are, then you're a target, man. And there's men that don't give a fuck that you're a woman. They don't care, especially with the times that we're coming into. If you're a target, you're a target.
hold to the brim of groceries and walk out of that store by herself. Okay. I'm not trying to be, against the feminists or anything like that, but this is the reality of criminals. All right. They're looking for soft targets.
That's it. As you can see, this looks like an Edomite. You got these ICE agents out of the Gestapo, man. And like Trump said, they're not doing enough. So between between this, the SNAP benefits and ICE, we see how it's all kind of coming to a head, man. Because now, man, it's nothing for Trump to start saying these people that are attacking grocery stores have ICE start chilling outside the grocery store, man. People got to get food. As of right now, people aren't growing their own food. And then they can target people at will, man. All right, they're no longer just going after the so-called browns. Okay, they going after the so-called blacks, and they probably going to start going after the so-called whites, man. Anybody that opposes what Trump is doing, he has a personalized military now to stop you, to silence you. Once again, he is that cruel Lord and that fierce king, man. All right, let's get that. Isaiah chapter 19. We'll go right to the point, verse 4. Isaiah chapter 19 and verse 4. And the Egyptians will I give over into the hand of a cruel Lord. Now, this is speaking about spiritual Egypt. All right, in the book of Revelation, this scripture speak about our dead bodies lying in the streets of the great city, which is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt. So this is spiritual Sodom and also spiritual Egypt. So right here, saying the Lord will give the Egyptians, the inhabitants of spiritual Egypt, into the hand of a cruel Lord, and a fierce king shall rule over them, saith the Lord of hosts. And this was prophesied way before it came to pass. All right, through the Spirit, we're in Babylon. That cruel Lord, it wasn't Biden. It wasn't Obama, although these were devils as well. It wasn't Bush. This guy Trump, man. All right, he's wrecking the economy. He's pissed off all of his allies for the most part. He's trying to make amends with them, but economically, there's going to be rifts. He put tariffs on everybody. He didn't cut benefits. He didn't end it DEI. He passed that big, beautiful bill. He's cracked down on immigration. He's doing it all. And then, like I said, you saw the interview. He said he's not doing enough. They're not doing enough. Breaking windows, pulling motherfuckers out their cars and shit, man. That's what he wants. He wants people to be in a constant state of fear, to challenge him, of challenging him. But it's not looking good for you people's holiday season at all. It's not looking good. And we're thankful, to Wadi Bashim al-Shah for that. All right, again, they rejected the government, reopening. They can't come to a damn spending, an agreement. So you people are going to continue to suffer. And it's the will of Yahweh Bashim al-Shah, because he's tired of you fucking people, man. All right, the Lord is moving. And the Lord, when he speaks, is through judgment. And judgment is happening on the earth. So we're going to continue to see, how this continues to deteriorate the fabric of America itself, man. All right, because Lord willing, they don't open this shit back up. Until they have people on these digital IDs and shit, they don't open it back up. You people don't get your damn benefits. All right, because now it's time, to the elect that might be affected by this, man, the Lord got us. All right, the Lord is going to continue to protect and cover his. You don't think he understand that we got to eat? Now's the time where your faith is about to get tested, man, more than ever. Do you have faith that the Lord will protect you? All right, or will you just faking the funk, man? That's what it's about to come down to. All right, so Lord willing is that a final to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, Bahashim, Wakakudash, and double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect. Till next time, Shalom.